Okay, hello and welcome back everybody, this is Kazam187 and this is my mighty return to the channel. In today's video we're going to be covering the mod, the Age of Vikings, and I will be doing some videos on this. Obviously for this video I'm going to be talking about each faction, the faction traits, starting positions, the funds that they have on the campaign map, who they're friendly with, who they're at war with, that type of stuff. I'm going to be time stamping each faction. There's obviously 10 of them here, so obviously if you're not interested in some factions then skip to the one that you are, because if you want to be doing a campaign on this, etc. Also I'm going to be putting the mod, which is obviously Steam mod, in the description below, so go check that out. Also I've been trying to get the medieval 1212 AD mods to work on my computer, which the public build was released about 3 days ago. I will also be, once it is working or managed to get it to work, I'll be doing some videos on that as well. So for this mod and that mod I'll be doing battles. Once medieval 1212 AD is released in the single player campaign, which I will be doing in the future, I'll be doing a let's play series on that. This mod I will not be doing that because in a few weeks we've got Total War Warhammer. I'm going to be doing a campaign let's play 100% of the Chaos Warriors and potentially the vampire counts, but that may be at a later date. I don't think it's going to be happening straight away. But in between the Chaos Warriors Let's Play, there'll be videos like this of battles, and once I get working, medieval 1212 AD. So obviously, if you're new to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button, and there'll be obviously that content coming up. Give the video a like; it always helps me out. And obviously, tell me if you managed to play this mod yourselves, Age of Vikings, and obviously if you managed to get medieval 1212 AD to work. Because what I've been doing, I downloaded it from ModDB, so obviously it's onto my computer. I put it into the folder which I was supposed to do. I went on discussions page on the Steam community pages and all that stuff for Total War Attila, and I put it into Steam apps, Total War Attila obviously for the game, and then data, all that type of jazz. Put the folder into there, unzipped it with 7-zip, the app, and then the only thing that actually come up for it is one file in the folder called something .pack, P-A-C-K, and then when I click on that to obviously unzip it or to load it up, etc, etc, it's asking me to put in like a word slash type of app into it, which costs like $5. This is off Windows 10 obviously, so you get all that recommended apps and all that bollocks to go with it. And obviously I haven't been able to get it to work. That's one thing I've been wanting to work for ages. Well, sorry, been wanting to play for ages, because obviously all the YouTubers have been doing that for like the past 3 months because they had the early press builds. But if anyone doesn't know and to help me obviously install it and stuff like that, please leave it in the comment section below and then get in contact with me if that's cool, and we'll try and sort that out for the channel so I can get some videos for that. Anyways, we're going to go over the faction traits for all 10 factions first. Like I said, I'm going to timestamp on the campaign map for each faction when I'm there, and at the end I'm probably going to find one faction that we can look at some of the units in like zoom mode, see what they look like and stuff like that, and then have a gander at that. But I'm only going to do that for one faction because obviously the video is going to be very long otherwise. So first of all we have got the Danelaw, which is obviously set in York/Newcastle in England. These guys are pagans, and their traits are veteran warriors +2 experience for all unit recruits, yearning for Valhalla, melee damage plus 15% for every 25% casualties suffered by a unit, bloodlust +3 integrity for every war being prosecuted, and Aula's protection immune to snow attrition. So this one here is very good. Yearning for Valhalla, damage 50% for every 25% casualty suffered by a unit. We've got Danes, which is obviously in Denmark. We've got warrior culture, integrity +5 when raiding, seaborne immune to seasickness, force protection immune to high seas attrition, and despoilers income +350% from sacking, looting and raiding. Also very good, and typical Viking faction. They're going to be seafarers, raiding, raping and pillaging. Now we've got the Kingdom of Dublin, which is obviously, oh sorry, the Danes are pagans as well, and so the Kingdom of Dublin. These guys are obviously the east of Ireland, well hence Dublin, and these guys have got religious tolerance, -50% public order penalty from religious unrest. We've got integration, double unit replenishment when taking on defeated troops post-battle, which is very, very good. Colonisation, constant immigration from North settlers, which is very bad. You don't want immigration because it boosts up public order being minus. And then cultural tolerance, no public order penalties for immigration in owned provinces. Okay, so that counterbalances this one then. So if you have 1 or 2 settlements in the province, then you're going to still have immigration. If you get the whole province, then you won't. So that's actually pretty good in the long run, but not maybe first of all. We've got the Emirate of Sicily, which is obviously religion Islam, which is the west of Sicily. And we've got Jizya tax plus 10% tax rate faction wide. We've got whatever that word means, reinforcements plus 15% unit replenishment. Zealous recruits, recruitment cost minus 25%. And then colonisation, high rate of religious conversion in all own provinces. Very, very good perk. So you can convert that over straight away. We've got Kingdom of Wessex, which is obviously set in the southern part of England. We've got London over here, Southampton, and obviously we've got Dawn. This is not Game of Thrones. Cornwall, and then Dorset. We've got natural leader plus 100% to general's radius of influence. We have network of burghs, minus 100% attrition when under siege, all armies and fleets. That's pretty good. Rightful king, no instability, public order when occupying settlements, which is very good. And rallying cry plus 15 to unit morale when in their own or allied territory, and these guys are obviously Christians. Now we've got the Kingdom of Asturias, which are Christians as well. These guys are in the northwest of Spain, and we've got zealous recruits, recruitment costs at minus 25%, which is also always very good. Reckonista, plus 10 morale when fighting Muslim Emirates, which are going to be fighting in the south anyways. I assume there's going to be some factions over there, which we'll find out when we get onto the campaign map. Devout faith, plus 5 to the rate of religious conversion, very good. And then, pardon me, fighting the good fight, plus 10, pardon me again, sorry, plus 10 diplomatic relations with other Christian factions, which we'll find there's a couple more in a minute. Brittany, which is obviously the northwest of France, so we've got righteousness, minus 15% to corruption, very, very good, more money for you. Honour, plus 4 integrity. Property, up to plus 10 public order from presence of Christianity, which you're going to have in this region anyways. And decency, plus 4 sanitation, again, very good for public order if you've got good sanitation. Now we've got West Frankia, so this is obviously going to be good for the guys, Kingdom of Asturias, because obviously they're going to be surrounded by Christians in this area. So this is the western part of France. So we've got horse breeding, plus 10% battle speed for cavalry unit recruits. Avarian stirrup, plus 5 melee attack for melee cavalry recruits, and training courses plus 2 experience for cavalry units upon recruitment. Obviously all very good, and these guys 100% they're going to be a cavalry faction. So again, time stamped, find out if you're interested in this faction, then go to that one. And then East Francia, not set actually in France, that's going to be Germany, a bit of Austria, and then going towards the Balkans in that area. Obviously back then it was part of Frankia, hence East Francia. And it's harsh sustenance, plus 10 food for every region with poor fertility. Frontiersmen, plus 10 melee attack when versus other Frankish kingdoms. So they're going to be at war with West Francia or maybe some of the other factions in between by the looks of things. Hardiness, minus 15% fatigue rate for all units. And then the last faction on here, we've got faction trait, which is Italy, again Christian for all these. Wessex onwards it's all Christian, Islam, and then these 3 are pagans. Tribute, plus 250% income per term from tributary puppet states. Homage, plus 3,000 income when subjugating a tributary or puppet state, which is actually really good. But then again, if you're subjugating a puppet state, they're not going to give you the money per turn type of thing, so kind of counterbalances that. And then Imperial conscription, tributary and puppet state levies plus 3 for each type of unit, which is obviously very good. Now once we get on the campaign map, we'll actually see if some of these tributary states are actually within this region or they're to the south of Italy here. Hopefully it is, and then you've actually owned all that, but I reckon it's going to be we own this bottom part and then the rest might be tributary states. We shall see though. Anyways guys, check the timestamps, find the faction you like, and then skip to that part of the video. I'm going to be starting off with Danelaw, and I'll see you on the campaign map for these guys. Bye bye. Okay, so now we're on the campaign map for Danelaw, which is obviously, we've got Jorvik and Middlesbrough, which is Middlesbrough, and Jorvik, which I think was the Danish for York, pardon me from what I remember. The units I quickly had a look at, Got Levy Freemans, Sword Herdmen, Skull Splitters, which I think is a new unit, Axemen, Axe Freeman, standard shit, and then Levy Archers. So a quick look at these guys. Excellent armor piercing. This is a light axe infantry. It's been a while since I played Attila, so I don't know if some of these units are just standard anyways. Money wise, I've got 188 income, but obviously 8,000 in the treasury. Pretty good. So after this army, 15 stack in this one, and then we have got 7 in here. Okay, diplomacy. Let's see what's we've got Northumbria. We've got 2 of the Scottish ones, Mercia and stuff like that. So you're friendly with the Danes, obviously over here. These guys don't like you. It's Frankia, Mercia, Scotland, etc. You're not actually at war with them though, so bear that in mind. But you're going to need to obviously attack him to get more of a stronghold. Most likely you take out Scotland first and you start moving south. Let's look at the traits. I think this is going to be exactly the same as the previous thing. So, where is hold, punishment, fatigue rate. Yeah, pretty standard stuff to be perfectly honest. What units? Yeah, pretty standard. Horse stories. This is obviously Age of Charlemagne as well. This is going to be the DLC for that. You're going to need this for this mod. Okay, so it's them guys. Let's have a quick look. Maybe a family tree. These guys. Yep, usual stuff. Okay, pretty standard stuff. We're going to be going over to the other factions. So you're not at war with any of these guys at the moment, and this is where you start. And obviously this is where you're going to be raping and pillaging across the English Isles. Okay, we're going to move on to the Danes over in Denmark. And now we're over to the Danes. These guys actually have 3 settlements, obviously covering Aarhus, as you can see here, Uribe, and then Hebede. These guys start with 8,000 as well, and they have 783 in the income per turn. These guys don't have a lot of troops. Levy Freemans, Axe Freeman, that type of stuff, and they've only got 7 units, so not a lot. So you're going to be wanting to build up, and obviously you start moving over to the other factions. So to see who you're friendly with and who's around you. So Alberites you should be able to take out pretty easy. These guys over to here, Lothar, Kingdom of Northumbria, which you're not friendly with as well. Mercia, so you may want to go to England and start attacking. East Frankia are not very happy with you, and they've obviously got these areas to the south, so you need to reinforce that anyways. But if you did obviously attack here, you can get some more forces together and then maybe defend yourself before pushing over to England. That might be a good choice. And obviously you're friendly with Danelaw as well, so you've already got an ally over here anyways. So if you did go to England, you may just uproot, get out of Denmark and uproot towards there, so that'd be pretty good for you. Just check this. It's probably the last time we check it anyways. Yeah, these are all going to be exactly the same. Might check it for the different ones for pagans, Christianity and stuff like that, but I'm not going to bother on the next one. Let's check the family. Yep, same stuff really. Going to be quite similar. So overall, not too bad. Obviously, let's see what you can actually recruit. Yeah, same thing. Okay. Okay guys, we're going to go over to the Kingdom of Dublin, and that is our next one. Okay, now we have the Kingdom of Dublin. We're going to quickly look at their forces, what they've got. These guys obviously pagans as well. We've got Levy Freeman. These are obviously going to have different uniforms. We've got the Norse Gael Swordsmen, which are medium melee infantry, excellent spotting, very poor armour, etc, etc. Let's see what other units they've got. That is the only army they have got, and they've only got 1 settlement. 8,000 treasury, 410 in the income. Check the settlement, stuff you can upgrade. They've obviously got fishing wharf and stuff like that. This is their family tree. Same thing goes for this. Research. See who they're friendly with and who they're going to be at war with. Obviously you're going to be wanting to take out Ulster Island first, maybe Scotland, and then move on to England, maybe Wales as well. Got Danelaw, which you're semi-friendly with. Kingdom of Aulick, which you're not. The other Irish kingdoms, Mercia you're not as well. Munster, which is another Irish one, Northumbria, Scotland, Ulster and Wales. You're not friendly with anyone, so obviously build your troops up, take over Ireland first and then move over to the rest of them. Now we're going to be going over to the Emirate of Sicily, and then we'll be going over to the Christian states after that. Okay, I'll see you over on their campaign map. Okay, and now we are on the campaign map for the Emirate of Sicily. They've actually got two armies by the looks of things here. We've got Berber spearmen, Iphicurian infantry, archers, same as skirmishers, and Berber horsemen, Berber raiders in this army. Let's see if we can build any more actually. Berber light cavalry as well. Levy. These guys are pretty much the same. Armoured archers is a different one as well in this army stack. Check the settlements. This is what you got here. It looks like we're at war with these guys to the right of us. So the Byzantium Empire, which is in the southern part. So this is actually what the southern part of Italy is. Emirate of Bari as well, Principality of Salerno, stuff like that. So we'll go over that once we get to the Italians. So obviously you're at war with these guys here. So you're going to be taking these guys out first of all. Get your stronghold here and then push out. Emirate of Bari you're actually friends with. Emirate of Cordoba you seem okay with, which is in the south of Spain. Papal States, can't even speak. Papal States you're not friendly with. You're not friendly with these guys as well. So take out these guys first and then push up. Take out the Italy and then move from there, I'd say. Probably the best bet. This is your family tree. And see if their research is different. I don't think it will be. No, it's exactly the same. So I'm not going to bother for the next factions at all. It's going to be exactly the same for that. So these guys, it's going to be hard to start, but if you want a bit of a something a little bit different at the beginning, this is obviously a good faction for you, and you're a different part of the map as well. 8,000 in treasury seems to be standard for all of them, and then obviously 17 with money, so you don't have nothing. So you'd spend your money, go into minus, and then take over these two settlements straight away, so you get your money back. Okay, so the next one is going to be the Kingdom of Wessex, and we're going to be going through all the Christian factions next. Okay, see you on the campaign map. And this is the Kingdom of Wessex, which obviously if you've been watching the last Kingdom, we've got Attila. Obviously you've got these guys here, we've got Fane Spearmen, these are all the same, stuff like that. We've got one army stack, and a second one here. Horsemen, Archers, Spearmen, Oda, which is later on. That's actually a Viking guy, but This is Britain. So you've got these two. Let's see who you're friendly with, war with. Danelaw, not very good with. Obviously, Vikings. East Frankia, seem to be alright. Kingdom of Wales. Mercia, Northumbria. Scotland, Wales. These guys over here in, well, near Holland and Belgium and that type of area. This is going towards more Germany. West Frankia, it seems to be alright with a lot of people, but it's because obviously Christian estates, stuff like that. You've got 559 in the treasury, so you must be trading with some people. Obviously we can get some more trades, and we've got 600 in the treasury, but 559 in the income. Obviously, Adolf is deceased. We've got these guys. Alfred the Great, I would assume. And then what else? Research is going to be the same. I think this is different. Barracks, repression. No, it's not. Stables. Order. Okay, so the next one's going to be the Kingdom of Asturias. So this one, obviously unify Britain and then move towards France. You're probably not going to be taking out some of the factions there anyways because they're Christians. It's just the other guys you want to take care of. Maybe the Danes over in the east, you obviously push up towards them and then take them out. So now we're going to go to Spain and to the Kingdom of Asturias. And now we have the Kingdom of Asturias. Now when I loaded in, it says I've got war weariness. So obviously we've been at war for a little while, and as you can see here we've got the guys down at Salamanca. To south, we're going to be at war with the Emirate of Cordoba. We're going to look at the forces that we've got. We don't have a lot of them, to be perfectly honest. We've got Levy Spearmen, Ambushers, Swordsmen, Genates, wherever they are. And we've got 7 units in that army stack, 7 in this one. Swordsmen, Skirmishers, same things again. And then we've got 6 in this one. This is where our Alfonso is. Swordsmen, Skirmishers, I think that's it. Yep, that's them 3. Let's check who we are friendly with and who we're not. So obviously we're already at war with the Emirate of Cordoba, which is all of this part of Spain. So it's going to be a hard start for you guys if you're going to be playing this campaign. Kingdom of Brittany, we're obviously friends with, we can get trade with as well. Kingdom of Navarre, So obviously you want to be helping them out against Cordoba, and obviously they can expand as well. So if they can expand to the right hand side, you can expand to the left. That'd be pretty good, and you can get trade with West Francia as well, and obviously other factions that you come in contact with. Let's see what units you can build. Iberian cavalry, levy skirmishers. That's the same in all of them. Fonzo, it's all Dono first, was before that, and then obviously you got children for that, and then research is going to be the same. Yes, it is. Okay, so the next one is going to be Brittany, and then we've got the other Christian factions after that. So we're going to go over to that one, and also we've got 6,000 in the treasury, 100 minus 191 in the income. So you're going to be pretty stuffed from the get-go. You're going to move your forces south, try and get some of these settlements to obviously regain some money back, and obviously some territories off the enemy as well. Okay guys, I'll see you on the next one. And now we have the Kingdom of Brittany. So these guys have actually got quite a few settlements, as you can see here, and we're going to see what they've got army-wise. We've got spearmen, swordsmen, archers, skirmishers. That's the first army. Got the second one, swordsmen, spearmen, same thing. So they've only got 2 army stacks, 6,000 treasury, 198 income. Look at some of the settlements as well, kind of buildings they've got. They've got quite a few, and you've got quite a few you can build up as well. So I would suggest you probably build up first, because it looks like you're probably going to be friendly with people around you anyways. So Kingdom of Asturias you're friendly with to the south. Kingdom of Vir again, but they might be taken out quite early by the Cordobians, the Emirates. Kingdom of Wessex you're actually not too friendly with, so you could go across and then attack them, and then West Francia you are friendly with. You've actually got mutual access with, so you can get trade income with them as well. Best to be friends with them, because obviously where you're situated you're surrounded by them. So the best thing is to attack the Kingdom of Wessex, and they're only... Oh, we're a puppet state of them, sorry, by the looks of things here, so obviously we're going to be friendly with them. Okay, so we're a puppet state of them, so we're probably going to have to do their bidding by the looks of things and attack other factions, so that's probably going to happen in the campaign. So if that's the type of stuff you're looking for, then obviously you can go for these guys. And this is their family tree: Solomon, Gislard, etc, etc. Okay, now we're going to be going over to West Francia and all the other Christian factions. And now we have West Francia. So these guys are going to be similar to, same with East Francia, to the Western Roman Empire and Eastern Roman Empire. Not like exactly the same, but they've got a semi-decent size. As you can see, it covers all of this, so there's quite a few settlements. And you can see that with the money you get, 5,700 in treasury and then 2,000 in the income. But obviously you've got a huge expanse to look after, and probably going to get a lot of enemies. These are the guys with the cavalry units. As we hear, we've got the Frankish cavalry, archers, standard swordsmen, Frankish spearmen in the first army. This is your second army, so you can upgrade these into the ones I just done. So there you go. Again, Frankish spearmen, even the general can you upgrade. Charles. This is the third army in Barcelona. So they've actually got part of Spain as well, in Girona, which I've actually been to on holiday recently. The fourth one in Bordeaux. And it's okay, so you've got 4 armies in total, let's double check that. And we're going to see who we're friendly with and who you're not. Byzantine Empire in the south, you're actually alright with, you can trade with. East Francia, you do not like. So these are the guys you're going to be wanting to obviously build up your army stacks and take over. Emirate of Cordoba, you're friendly with at the moment. Italy, we have same people, same with East Francia. So Italy, you're cool with. Kingdom of Asturias, Kingdom of Brittany, mutual access, and obviously this is puppet state, I was saying it a minute ago. They don't actually like you though, so they can obviously break off, so bear that in mind. Kingdom of Vir, Wessex, Frankia. Again, I'd probably, because they're in a buffer zone, I wouldn't attack them first of all until you build yourself up. Attack these, because East Francia are going to be attacking them 100%. They're going to build up, so maybe you do want to actually attack first. Take out this border buffer zone area, and then prepare yourself ready for the onslaught of East Francia, and then depending on what's going on in the south, bolster your forces in case Cordoba attack. So maybe leave one stack there, the rest of them on the eastern front. Okay. Research is probably going to be exactly the same as per usual. Yes, it is. Let's check the family. We've got Charles, and then we've got Louis. King Louis. But this one's obviously reminiscent to that type of thing with the bigger armies, bigger factions. So, you know, if you like that playstyle, then go for these, and we're going to go over to East Francia, and obviously we kind of know what they're going to be like, but, and obviously we've got the horse units we can build here, so double check actually before we go. Okay, Frankish, skirmisher cav, levy archers, swords, levy spearmen. Okay, we're going to go over to East Francia. And now we have East Francia. So similar before, as you can see here, once we go on to... They have a lot of lands, and these guys, La Frankia, they've got quite a few as well, so obviously that is your potential target to take over. Also, I just noticed, I think these guys are allied with you as well, but I'll go over that in a second. So first of all, we're going to go over the armies.
Ready for orders.
We've got Louis, spear bands, archers, German Scaria Cavalry. So one army, second army, swordsman again, third army in the north, and then a fourth there. So there's 4 in total. King Louis, and then you got your generals. See who you're friendly with. So the Danes to the north of us, friendly with. Duchy of Croatia to the south. These guys are not too massive fans, so we can obviously take out these guys. Great Moldavia and Bohemia, that type of area. Italy, friendly with. Same people. Again, these guys, maybe not take them out straight away. Take out the guys to the east. These guys, again, take these guys out. Extra land. They're not massive fans of you either. These guys meet your access, and these are the puppet states, so this is what I was talking about. Principality of Lower Pannonia over here, so they're cool with you, so they'll probably help out attacking these guys here, and they're actually friendly with you as well as a puppet state. Republic of Venice, they're cool with you. West Francia at the moment are cool with you, and then Vilsa are not. So again, probably I would attack all of this area if it was me. Kill these guys, these and these. Potentially the Danes, but let's not piss them off at the moment. And you can obviously get a lot of trade as well. So if you cancel this, you start off with 6,000 and 2,147. So if you're getting trade and stuff at the beginning, there's quite a few factions you actually, you can see. You'll probably get up to 3,000 and start building up your armies, some of your buildings, etc., and then go from there and then attack east, secure this, more settlements, more troops, and then obviously start pushing south or to the west, taking out these guys. And we're going to go, last but not least, we've got Italy is our last faction, so I'll see you on their campaign map. And last but not least, we have Italy. So overall, in the treasury they have 6,000, 1,187 is the income, and then we're going to check what troops they've got, and obviously how many armies, etc. So you've got standard, swordsmen, levy archers, Gestalt knights, raided cavalry. We can upgrade these as well, obviously standard stuff like armour. So that's the first army. Second army over here in Marseille, one in Spoleto, and one in Ravenna. Okay, so that's that. We'll look at some of the buildings we've got as well. Standard stuff you can upgrade. You're probably going to do first of all to get a little bit of income. Check this as well. We've got Louis, another Louis, and obviously not much of a family there. And we can see who we're friendly with. So you own all of this currently. You're friends with the Byzantium Empire to the south of you, Duchy of Croatia, East Francia. Emirate of Bari you're not, so you could potentially take them out, so you can head south or send a boat down there to grab that. There's a settlement. You're friends with these guys, Papal States, which obviously you're going to be anyways. Mitraxis, so Principality of Salerno, this is what I was talking about earlier, with their extra things that they've got, where they get quite a bit of money, is obviously these guys are a puppet state, but they don't actually like you, so if you subjugate them you get 3,000 from that. So if you're running out of money, take these guys out. Republic of Venice, obviously friends with, make sure you trade with them, they're bound to have, you know, shit ton of money. And they're a tributary state of Byzantium Empire as well. Sardinia, down there, make sure you trade with them, and then West Francia. So there's going to be loads of trade routes, you'll get quite a bit of money, you build yourself up. You've got a decent amount of money as well, but I'd say for expansion, maybe take out these guys, and then maybe the Byzantium Empire. If you take them out, you'd have to take out Venice as well, but you could control all of Italy, and then start pushing towards the islands, and then maybe Duchy of Croatia, this type of area, and then start swooping around towards Frankia, and from the bigger kingdoms. By that time, you'll probably have the same size kingdom as maybe West Francia, maybe not East Francia, so we could probably push towards this area maybe to attack them. Unit wise, can we actually have a look at these in battle? Any decent ones?
Soldiering. It's a good life. At your command.
Swordsman, axeman, Night
You there,
Raiders,
get to
cavalry.
work.
They're going to be pretty standard, to be perfectly honest, so I may actually
Commander.
scrap that with zooming in on the units in battle. So what we're going to do, we're going to end the video here, guys. This has obviously been an overview of all the factions. I've timestamped the ones that you've been looking for, and in more future upcoming videos I'll be doing battles with some of these factions. I'll probably do some in camp, obviously in the campaign, custom battles, stuff like that. These factions, shaft the units a bit better off there, do some zoom ins, that type of stuff, make it theatrical, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you have enjoyed the video, you can give it a like. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and then tell me what you think of the mod from what you've played so far and if you've been enjoying it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.